Hello, everyone. This is Word for Word Talk. Unfortunately, I'm not in a place where you can actually just see my face today, but I have news that just came in that I just wanted to share with you. This is to do with Gabon. Yeah, Gabon is a country that is very rich in oil, mahogany, gold, and so on. I think cocoa as well. There's just a coup that has just taken place. The military has taken over. They've taken the Ali Bongo off his seat as the president of the country. Between him and his father, he actually came to power in 2009 when his father died. His father ruled for over 40, about 40 something years or something like that. But between both of them, they ruled over 5 decades in Gabon. It's not uh, um, um, it's not um, a situation where you say, well, this is a monarchy, so they can just pass it on. You can't rule there for 40 something years, and then or 30 something years, then your son take over, and it just go on and on and on. So the son has been there now since 2009. The last election they just had was on, I think, this weekend just gone, and according to him, he won 64.27% of the vote, whereas the opposition never had part of where the ballot was, his name was in there. So if his name wasn't there, how can he win? You know, how can he win? So the country was not just dissatisfied in the fact that this election was bogus election. It was still an election. It was an election that has no merit at all. So now we're seeing that the military is taking over because they're trying to satisfy the people, the people, they're trying to meet the needs of their people, and you're sitting there thinking, okay, what's going to happen next, they talk about democracy, and you're thinking, what is democracy? I've said it if you have watched my other video to do with Niger, please go watch it. What is democracy? It's the people by the people, isn't it? If the people are dissatisfied with what they so-called democracy, then let them choose whatever they want. It's their own choice. If they don't like it in the future, they will also cry out for help. I just pray that God will just help these people because it's getting too much. And these are countries where they call the Francophone countries or the French colonized countries. They're tired. You ask yourself, in France, no government or no prime minister or the president has been in power for 20 years and not lived it. So why is France not doing something about it when it comes to Africa and their colonized nations that are in power for 30, 40 years and they're still there, and France will do nothing about it? Have you ever wondered? I'm wondering. Maybe somebody can answer it for us, or maybe Mr. Macron can say something to us about it. Why? Why don't they say no? We are for democracy. You need to leave after two terms or 3 terms, if that's your country constitution. You need to leave. You don't have to change the constitution as it goes. Your constitution is for two terms, and as soon as that 2 terms is almost over, you change it to another. You change the laws again, and you change the constitution. You just keep changing it so that you could just remain there, and then pass it on to your son. It's not happening in France. So why is France tolerating it? Why is France allowing it? What are they again? What is France gaining in allowing these African countries to continue to just remain in power while the people are suffering? And then the next thing you hear, they say, well, we don't interfere with other people's election. We don't interfere in other countries' election. You hear that from them. But they do interfere when the election, when you say you don't interfere other people's election, you don't interfere how other people govern their country. If the military decide to take power, then don't interfere. Don't bring sanction on the people, because again, I don't like this sanction. Sometimes for me, it just doesn't make sense to me, because sometimes it's just the poor people that suffers. If they sanction the people in power, like this corrupt democratic leaders that have ruled some part of Africa, if they sanction their leaders and their maybe parliament or senators, all the people that were governing with them for that particular government, if they sanction them, seize their property that are abroad and send the money. Really, if they sanction those people, that's fine for me. Don't seize the property and keep it for yourself. That won't work. But sanction those people. Don't put sanctions that affect the masses. The poor that's already crying now, and God is hearing their cry. God will come after you. God will come after you, France. I'm telling you, God will come after you, because it's not going to let people be crying over and over, year after year, decade after decade. Then God won't do anything. God will come after you, France. It will come after any nation that does that. It's going to come after you, because you can't be enjoying the people's resources and they're suffering. Does it just make sense? So I could see in my own thinking what the military are saying. We are tired of these puppet leaders. We are tired of these leaders that are not serving us, not serving the people. Anyway, I'm going to play a video for you to listen and let me know. Listen to it, watch it, and let me know what you think. Oh my words, it's just amazing what's going on.
Your latest Africa news. An ongoing military coup is taking place in Gabon following contentious elections. The country has been under the rule of a father and son since 1967. A group of senior Gabonese military officers announced that they have seized power. This announcement came moments after the state election body declared President Ali Bongo the winner of Saturday's general election. Appearing on the state-run television channel Gabon 24, the officers stated that they represented all security and defense forces in the Central African nation. They have declared the election results null and void, closed all borders until further notice, and dissolved state institutions. President Ali Bongo has been in power in Gabon since 2009 and is widely seen as a French puppet who gets rewarded for managing France's hegemony over Gabon. Bongo allegedly owns several properties in France, just like his father. The former president, Omar Bongo of Gabon, who held 70 bank accounts, owned 39 apartments, and possessed 2 Ferraris, 6 Mercedes-Benz cars, 3 Porsches, and a Bugatti in France. He governed for 42 years, from 1967 to 2009, before handing over power to his son. His son, Ali Bongo, has held the presidency since 2009, but he has just been overthrown in a coup. If successful, this coup would mark the 8th one in Western Central Africa since 2020. Coups in Mali, Guinea, Burkina Faso, Chad, and Niger have garnered significant popularity across the continent and have been perceived as movements towards greater independence from French exploitation and broader Western imperialism.
So what do you think? How can one person have over 60, 70 or 75 bank accounts? I mean, but these bank accounts, whatever, in France, how many France president or prime minister ever have such account, whether in France or outside France, or have 30, 35 houses in France or outside France, and will still be prime minister or president for years and years and years? It doesn't happen there. It doesn't happen. So for me, it's like France is not portraying who they are to who they had governed in the past, or helping to govern. You can't just be interested in their resources and careless about the people. You hug them, you shake them, but you don't really love them. You don't care about them. You just care about what they have. And God is not sleeping anymore. God is not sleeping anymore. He has never slept anyway. He's not sleeping. Rather, God is not sleeping. God is watching. God is not sleeping. God is not God is not just overlooking it anymore. God is not just say, okay, let's give more time to France to change. No. You're not willing to change. Anyway, if you have anything you want to share with me, please send it to our email. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification button and share, so that when we're on, you will be notified. I'm going to follow this as well, and I'm going to post some updates today, tomorrow. It's going to be coming back to back. This is an amazing thing going on. and you see they are young, more young, you know, the people that are coming into play to say, okay, now we have enough. Maybe they're very young, you know. Yeah, we need them. We need young minds. We need young minds in Africa that are not corrupt, that are not going to change and oppress the people, that are not going to change and just focus on themselves now because they've got the power and forget the people they went into power for. These ones that have been there, they know, they solidify, it's passed on from father to son. Come on, it's not a monarch. Anyway, talk to you next time. Goodbye.